Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Michael, and in this video right here, I want to be talking about the brand new Instagram update that just happened a few days ago, right? The Instagram algorithm update, people say it's one of the biggest updates that has ever happened. Me personally, I'm highly affiliated with all of the underground Instagram stuff, underground Instagram marketing stuff. So we've been through a lot of updates over the years. I've been doing this since like 2012. I can tell you this has been a pretty big update. So what I want to do in this video right here, guys, is I want to simply go through a few things. I want to go through two things. The first thing is I want to tell you guys what exactly to expect right now and in the near future, like what will happen to your accounts with this brand new update right here. And the second thing I want to be talking about is how to behave, how you can make the best out of this situation right here. And by the way, don't get sad or upset or anything like this. It's not even as bad as it sounds. I mean, it's kind of bad, but the thing with updates is, and I know this out of experience, I run an Instagram marketing agency, not just Instagram, but social media in general. The thing with updates is, and it doesn't matter which platform, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, the update comes, it hits hard, but there's always ways around it, and it's always going to change for the better in the near future. So far, in all of these years, I've never actually experienced an update where it had such long-lasting effects that it lasted over like a few months or something like this. It's always bypassed within a few weeks after the actual update. So let's get straight into this video and talk about this whole thing right now. So the first thing that I want to be talking about is what will happen to your guys' account, or if you're running multiple accounts, which I imagine many of you guys are actually doing, what will happen to them is the following thing, right? So first of all, you might, if you run more than 10 accounts or whatever, you might experience a few bans because Instagram has actually banned millions of accounts within the past few days. What that means is that a few of your accounts, especially if you run a whole network of accounts, some of you guys run 50, 60, even some guys are even running hundreds of accounts at the same time, you will experience bans, okay? And there's nothing bad about it. Just take it as a loss. It happens from time to time. The Instagram accounts get shut down when you do all of these fancy things with automation and stuff. So yeah, just take it as a loss, write it off, and then start over again. So the second thing that will happen is you will get more phone verifications, right? Or phone verification requests by Instagram. So what that means is, let's say you run a few accounts. Normally, and this happened before all the time, Instagram after a while will get a little bit suspicious and will ask you to verify your Instagram account through your phone again, right? And just what happens right now is that will happen more often within the next few days and weeks, right? So be prepared for that. So the next two things that are going to happen are the most important ones to note, and that's following and like blockings, right? So if you're out there and have multiple accounts or even just one account out there following in an automated way, or liking pictures in an automated way that we, for example, like that I also talk about in other videos, where you go out there and follow other people based on their interests, right? So you can get more followers yourself. If you're doing this right now, there will be blocks from Instagram because Instagram got a little bit more like they got more strict with all this stuff right now. So what's going to happen is, let's say you follow 50 people, they will block it, right? Or if you like 100 pictures, they might give you a block. They might give you a like block, right? So, and with that being said, I want to get into real quick right here what you guys can do in order to kind of like bypass that. It's not technically bypassing it, but what you can do in order to change your behavior to adapt to this new Instagram update. The very first thing that you guys have to do is to lower your actions, your daily actions on Instagram drastically, okay? And what I mean with that is, most of you guys out there, you're doing like, you're still going by the old numbers before the update. So what you're probably doing is you're following around 500 or 600 people a day and liking like 500 pictures a day. which has been working for in the past before the update, but right now don't do it anymore. Your Instagram account is going to be fried like a wicked wing at KFC, guys. You gotta watch out for that stuff and slow down, lower your actions, your daily actions dramatically. So instead of following 600 people, just do 200 for a while. And what's also important is if you're following people right now, be sure to stop it for around 12 to 24 hours. Just stop it and then restart again. And mainly the reason for all of this stuff is because Instagram just got smarter right now. And let's face it, no actual human being out there is going out there and following like 100 or a few thousand people within a few days. And especially what they don't do is they will not just like follow people, because like that's the second thing I want to tell you guys is behave like use your software, that whatever you're using to run your accounts, use it so it looks like an actual human being doing it, right? So don't just go follow and like. Don't just follow 100 people and then like 100 pictures. Mix it up a little bit. Make sure that all specific things that you can do, for example, like following, liking, viewing stories, commenting and stuff, that all of this stuff is kind of running at the same time, so it really looks like a real human being, okay? So, and the third thing that I can recommend is a little bit more technical, but a lot of automation tools, for example, also socialgains.io, which is the tool that I'm using. There's a field when you add your account, there's a little field for proxies, right? So you can add your own proxies, which is pretty much just an IP address that is assigned to your actual Instagram account. What you want to make sure is that you never use more than one IP, which means one proxy per Instagram account, right? So what that means is you want to buy some proxies and you want to assign them to each and every Instagram account that you're running, okay? Before the update, you could easily use like you could easily run one Instagram account, or sorry, you could easily use a few Instagram accounts, like 3 or 4 Instagram accounts with one IP address, which you should not do for a while now after this update. So the fourth thing that I want to be talking about is building trust with Instagram, right? And that's all about creating a certain level of trust that Instagram has to have in your account to value it higher in their system, right? And how do you do this? Use a verified high authority email provider while creating your accounts, right? So that would be like Yahoo, Gmail, all of these kind of providers that are well known and owned by super big companies. Don't use like some weird Russian email provider that nobody knows about. You know, that's already suspicious. And the reason why that is the case is because most of these guys that Instagram is trying to like shut down, the guys who create like millions of accounts, bot accounts and stuff like this, they always use like cheap providers from like China or Russia or something, and Instagram immediately has these kind of emails and stuff, these kind of providers blacklisted, and they will ban your account because of that, okay? What you also should do is, if you have it or if you don't have it, create a Facebook page, any kind of page, and connect it to your Instagram account. This builds another layer of trust because obviously Instagram is actually owned by Facebook, and that would just look more legit, look more authority. Like it looks more serious if they see that you have an Instagram account and it's actually linked to a fan page. That means you're active on 2 social media platforms, and it's even better because both are actually one and the same company pretty much, okay? Also having like a real phone number from a real SIM is also going to help you a lot, because it helps you to log into your account from a real phone and do real human stuff that a real human being would do. Also, what also helps is saving posts, because that's also something Instagram tracks, and maybe even sending DMs to friends and stuff like this also helps a lot, because that will look more legit. Obviously, I mean, not your real friends most likely, but just sending it to people, because that looks like you have friends and actually direct message with these people, okay? So that being said, stay safe, guys. Again, this is just an update. This happens all the time, especially if you're like me, if you run a business that has to do with all this stuff. We know, I mean, we never know about these updates. They hit us hard, but we have to adjust very, very fast, okay? So yeah, again, keep your heads up, just keep going. Be sure to check out the description right here for the best Instagram tools out there right here on the market right now, the safest and best tools. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and see you in the next video.